This is a sketchbook chore. So if we open it up, January 3rd to 2024, February 14th, 2024. So this is my OC clay, and they're from my up and coming maybe comic book series that I'm working on, or just web series or whatever. I'm currently working on called There's Mushroom for Improvement. At the time of recording, there's like one little short up of clay and honey. It's called Honey's Honey. It's just a drawing of my OC, and I like to do these for a lot of covers. Anyways, yes, the actual sketchbook. So first page, very scribbly. I think I was in class for this one, so not much going on. Here we have a few pencil drawings for requests I got on Tumblr for, I think the request was like an Eldritch Mumbo and a Monster Etho. And it's just some doodles. On this side, we have 3 Etho drawings. Wow. This one's watercolor zombie Etho. This one right here is just a pen drawing I did. I think I was just testing out some pens, and he's usually my go-to character whenever I'm drawing something. I should probably stop tapping because it's making the phone shake. Ooh. Here's something that's a bit more visually interesting. It's a page I did when I was tired and I was on call with a friend of mine, A Color. Shout out to A Color. Yeah, here's just a bunch of doodles. I usually do this whenever I'm feeling like I'm in like a messy mood, and I stayed up all night, so I was definitely in a messy mood. Lots of Etho drawings. Here we have my other OC Bodhi and my OC Clay. So just a lot of doodles filling in the space. Ah yes, here's something that's a bit more visually interesting. I was looking for an outfit for this character because at the time I was still working on what I wanted this character to look like. So I just did a bunch of outfit studies, like just trying to get like an idea of what kind of vibe I want the character to have and how that can be shown through their outfit. More doodles of this character. I felt like what vibes each outfit gives off. Here is the next page, a bunch of doodles of like how I wanted this character's hair to come out. I think this makes them look more femme, which is not what I wanted, so I change it later, you see in the sketchbook. A bunch of like ideas of how I wanted the story to go, just some planning of how I wanted things to go. This is often how I like figure out things, is just by writing them down, drawing lines, a bunch of stuff. A lot of stuff probably does not make sense. There's also some doodles. Little Nova who's nervous. Ooh. Here's some comparisons of like how my old art style and my old design for this character who is very stressed, as well as a very fidgety clay. Honey is part axolotl and part ram because she's based off the song The Daughter of the Fish and the Ram by the Scary Jokes. So this is some ideas of fleshing her out as a character and giving her a bit more background. This is an experimental character design thing where I heard about Kiki and Boba, which is between these two characters, which one's named Kiki and which one's named Boba, and across cultures people would say this one's named Kiki and this one's named Boba, insinuating that the way that things sound affects how we visualize it. So I just made them into characters. Here we go, here's something interesting. I tried to come up with a character design for more general characters to exist within my comic. And here's one I came up with. His name is Tuft, like a tuft of hair, and I like Calico, so Calico. The other character, at the time I didn't have a name for them. I just nicknamed them Mountain Dew because of the way the color looks. I've changed these designs a lot since then. Here's a cute little girl based on, well, first of all, it's supposed to be based off my design for LD Shadow Lady, but it's also meant to be a gargoyle. Or not gargoyle, like one of those marble statues, like cherubim? One of those. I didn't finish the concept. Over here is a bunch of drawings of my character, or me. I like how this one turned out. It's very colorful. And here's some doodles of my friend. My friend smiles. Here's a drawing of Zedap and a few Ethos. Here is a watercolor of Etho. And he's just doing a little step. And anyways, here's some Nova drawings, once again trying to figure out what I wanted her outfit to look like. I love doing the watercolor. I feel like it added too much contrast and now her hair doesn't look, it looks gray in this drawing, but they're still cool doodles. See, on the other side of this page, there's some more doodles of Nova. I really like how this one looks. I think this one is really where I started to like push in a certain direction for her character, like what she looks like. And here's a random pen doodle of them. This is around the time Has Been Hotel came out, so I decided to draw Alistair. And then I drew Alistair but like round. Yeah, Alistair but round. Yeah, I ended up naming this character Zippy, and I wanted to base them on like Y2K and like early 90s. I don't know if you've ever seen those before, but there's like these electronics where they're very see-through and they're like colored and they're see-through and you can see all the, like the cool electronics within, and I wanted to communicate that. Not very effectively, but you can kind of see some things. I like this face. I might come back to this because I kind of had like a breakthrough for what I want this character to represent. I might come back to this because this is very expressive and I like it. Play D&D with me. Okay, just let go of my arm. And here's them playing D&D. This is Bodhi, and as well as some tough doodles. I actually digitalized this drawing. I think I changed his shoes though. But I made this drawing digital and I finished it up a bit. Here is Honey. I really had to redo her skin like 7 times. I don't know if it shows in the actual watercolor or across video, but I definitely had to do this like 5 times. Let's see, here's a bunch of scribbles. Ah, here's Nova. I don't like how her tail came out and I didn't end up digitalizing this one. But it's got nice shadows and I had to redraw the pose like 7 times. Here's actually some like rough ideas for what I wanted Honey's honey to be. And you can see like my original ideas of like, look at their faces, oh my god. Just like what the concept was, and like it's basically storyboards, I guess. I think my favorite face is this one. An etho page, yay! Yeah, I was trying to think of like who of my friends would be the best voices for characters. I think my friend Andy would be great to voice Nova. However, looking back, I think Andy would probably do a better job with Honey, but that's besides the point. This is just a cute drawing of like how they're friends, and Tuft will just like curl up to them and start purring because cat. Oh yes, here's some more drawings where I was trying to take like inspiration from cultures and stuff to inspire the characters, because Honey's supposed to be a little bit inspired by like Mexican, because she's part axolotl, and you know. And then I was like taking some inspiration from just like, I think this is Cuban if I remember correctly. I love the way his face looks here. Here's another attempt of me doing like a wider spread page of like drawings. And I didn't like how a lot of them came out, so I wanted to try like the sticky note thing. And it's an easy way to add a bunch of color, as well as cover up old I don't like that it covers up old drawings though, because I like to allow my non-perfect art to exist and acknowledge that it's there, so I can acknowledge what went wrong and improve it later and stuff. Here we go. Here's this character I was talking about earlier who at the time I felt was more femme. I was trying to give them a more masculine frame. Then I realized this outfit doesn't make sense, so I think, yeah, here it is. Oh, we bumped the paper. Here is me trying to figure out how this outfit works. But I did skip a page, so. Yeah, I decided that this character Nova's visual motif would be just X's and crosses. That's just me trying to figure that out. There's not much on the other page. Oh look, here's a drawing that became an etho, I think. It's beef. You're gonna get sunburned if you don't protect yourself, and it's just a hat on beef. So that's where the hat came from, because his original skin does not have a hat. Here's a Genshin Impact comic. Let's see. So it's like the reason you can't pet animals in Genshin, and it's Paimon. She goes, then do Paimon voice. Traveler, look how cute these little puppies are. Paimon, you know how I feel about the dogs. Traveler, it's a puppy. It's like, Paimon, get it away from me! And then cut to Lumine, like, spying on him. Like, what a wimp. It's binoculars, and it's like a little cat. Goes meow, and she's like, ah! Because they're both scared of dogs or something. I don't know. I just wanted a reason why you can't pet the dogs in Minecraft. Or, whoa, that is not... Whatever. I'm too tired to fix my brain thoughts. Mesmerized by the beauty of life. I have a habit of whenever I finish a drawing, I don't really draw much around it, because the page is done to me. It was like Chi-Chi and Yao Yao. As a Bodhi, and what is this? Oh yeah, an older Yao Yao. This is just pencil. I didn't ink this. This is just like, I can probably, yeah, smudge it. I think I was thinking like, because Chi-Chi doesn't age, and I wonder if they would still be friends when Yao Yao gets older, so it's just some ideas I had. So it's like slightly older Yao Yao. I like the way I did this isn't line art, this is pencil. But, see, I gotta stop doing that, it's not funny. but I like the way I did the lining on this. It's supposed to be walls again. Oh yes, this drawing. Maybe put it on rice. I was trying to think about the backstory for Tuft and Zippy, I named him. And I was like, they found it in the river, and it's like, maybe we should put it on rice. And it's like the sentient being. Unstoppable force versus a movable object. They are the sillies. Here's an exaggerated version of Nova. I was just trying to get a feel once again. You got some limp, by the way. It's just like, ugh. I am a short Kenny truther. Ah yes, here's some more Nova doodles. I was just trying to get that X motif without making her look like a fisherman, and I failed at that second part, so... here we go. Here's a better version of it. Wow. Here we have an idea I had for a TikTok audio, but I just did not. Yeah, after this is just pretty much it. I always forget to draw on the last few pages. Whoopsie. But yeah, that's the sketchbook. And that's the tour of the sketchbook.